Bill Belichick continues to be available to any team that might be interested in hiring him. So far, only one team has interviewed him, and that team has interviewed him twice, the Atlanta Falcons. But they've also interviewed Jim Harbaugh. They will interview Mike Vrabel. Now that the divisional round is over, the Falcons can and will interview candidates currently under contract with other teams in person. You can do it virtually before today. As of today, you can do it in person. To the extent that people believe that Bill Belichick is the no-brainer frontrunner for the Falcons, I'm told that they are still wide open, that they haven't zeroed in on anyone. They still have a lot of work to do. And this delay in the ability to do in-person interviews with coaches under contract with other teams has slowed the process down. Last time around, they hired Arthur Smith on January 15. Here we are, January 22, and they still aren't anywhere close to getting this done. Now, Chris, the other reality here for Belichick, I'm told there are teams thinking about making a run or interviewing him, but it's kind of like you have to be ready to even put your toe in that water.
Yeah, it's
like,
big news.
How's the fan base going to react?
Right.
How's the media going to deal? Like, are we ready for this? Is this what we want to do? So, and of the teams, at least one currently has a vacancy at head coach, and at least one currently does not have a vacancy at head coach. I don't know who that is, but I do know that to be true. At least one has a vacancy, at least one doesn't, considering the possibility of interviewing and pursuing Bill Belichick.
Yeah, listen, I'd be interested to know who that is. But like you said, I think some of the ones we've gone, like, are these guys out of the woods yet? This head coach, that head coach. And a year like this, nobody's out of the woods until Bill Belichick signs somewhere. And then Mike Vrabel probably too, because they're that damn good, right? I still look at Atlanta from everybody I know around the situation and think that's, in the leader house, as a wise man once said, okay? But there's issues there. And of course there's issues there, right? I mean, to me, again, you don't have to know people or know anybody to think, wait, Bill Belichick makes sense with Atlanta. A lot of the pieces are in place. We know they need the quarterback, but everything else pretty damn good. But we know this is Bill Belichick. He's the king of the castle. He's the king of the NFL, right? To me, what I would think that's holding things back there would be Rich McKay and maybe even the Terry Fontenot GM thing. Bill Belichick is probably looking at it going, I don't answer to anybody. I'm Bill Belichick, and I tell you what to do unless you own the team, and then we'll talk. But everybody else, I don't want anybody micromanaging me, looking over me. And I would think that's where the Rich McKay, Terry Fontenot thing come into play, and why they had a second interview, and why we haven't seen maybe, much done there yet as far as the Falcons are concerned.
The coach and the GM both report to Rich McKay.
Yep.
And from the Falcons' perspective, they don't see that being a problem. From Belichick's perspective, I can see that being a problem.
Right.
He spent 20-plus years reporting directly to Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots. He's not going to want to have Rich McKay as his supervisor. He's not going to want to have to deal with Rich McKay, meet with Rich McKay, talk to Rich McKay, look at Rich McKay.
Agreed.
I'm in charge here. If you want me to come to Atlanta, I'm in charge here. Otherwise, I'm going to wait and see what else materializes. I don't know that anything will, but again, multiple teams thinking about it. Whether they do it or not, we'll see in the coming days. Let's take a break. A little curveball came out yesterday as it relates to the Washington search, and that could get interesting in the coming days and weeks as well. We'll tell you what I'm talking about next here on PF2 Live. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.